First tonight, the heartbreaking plea of a Perth doctor who says the Immigration Department looks set to force his family back to the Philippines because his wife has terminal cancer. The doctor claims the department has suggested the only way to guarantee his stay is by divorcing or separating from his gravely ill wife, meaning she would have to leave the country and die alone. Graham Butler explains.
They are playing with my family's future, my daughter's future in here. Rejection of our visa is like a death sentence already to my wife. But I realize that it's not only my wife's death sentence, but for my two daughters also.
For the Sofocado family, their future in Australia is certainly no game. But the Immigration Department has thrown the dice and effectively told Caesar, because his wife has terminal cancer, she doesn't meet health requirements and the family can only stay if it meets strict conditions.
The three conditions that he's requesting: if my wife is dead, if we are divorced, or if we are legally separated. I don't know, what are you going to feel for that?
Caesar Sofocado brought his family from the Philippines down under in 2005, and they were all healthy. He's a GP and answered the call to help fill Australia's desperate shortage of doctors in regional WA. Mary also worked and paid taxes here too.
My wife spent her time when she was still healthy. She worked in the child care, caring for the babies and children of those Australian citizens who is also working up north.
Caesar now practices in Ellenbrook, but his registration expires in 2 months. Then he's at the whim of immigration. He fears he'll be forced back to the Philippines after raising his family here for the past 6 years.
My youngest, Kyla, she said, "What am I going to do there, Dad? I don't know how to speak the Filipino language." Because you learned only how to speak here in Australia.
The stress of the immigration issue is also taking a heavy toll on Mary, who worries for her family's future.
I don't want to show it to my family. And that's why I don't want to read anything, or I don't want to listen anything.
She suffered too much. And I don't want her to blame herself. Nobody wants to have this cancer.
The Immigration Department says it's completely unaware of any advice like this being given to any client. It says, however, it is sympathetic to the circumstances of this case and has now given an undertaking to look into it.
We are hoping and praying that we can ask and request the Honourable Minister, just please give us some consideration. We spent almost 6 years of our life here, half of the entire life of my youngest daughter.
Part of the consideration for any visa application is the potential cost of an illness to taxpayers. Caesar says there's been little, if any, cost in this case.
From the very beginning, as I said, I did not ask for even a single cent to the Australian government. It's not fair not only to my family, it's not fair to those who are supporting us.
Caesar and Mary don't know exactly how long they've got together, but they say they want to spend that time with their family here in Australia.
We really like to stay here, and my daughter always telling me that they really love to stay here for life.
Australia prides itself on giving people a fair go.
That's what I said in my letter also.
Do you think you've been given a fair go?
With what's going on, I don't know.
The family and their supporters are planning to start a petition to the Minister. Graham Butler with that report.